to stream of match between Team Ventum and Power Rangers final of the major tourney. The name of the tournament might be a bit confusing, considering that qualifying for it wasn't really based on any logical solution, but more like random point scoring that only tournament organizers understand. However, I believe that the final itself is gonna be major enough to keep the name of the tournament reasonable. Now, as I assume we're gonna send the stream everywhere, so there will be a bit more people watching.
Oh, is the lobby up?
Yeah, the lobby is up, and you are not in game.
I'm not in game. I am in game.
You are not.
I can't see you. I can see Bram and Trout though. And Neptune and Naudi.
I'm gonna send the link to Fury because he's always interested in watching our achievements. They don't see online too.
Okay, I'll restart. Ah yes, Origin is not responding.
Classic.
Classic.
I've seen it somewhere. Starita has been just removed from the lobby. So, Brog, you are the only person missing in the lobby.
Oh, I'm coming.
That's very sad, because there's a great match waiting, and you're the reason of failure. There we go.
I believe Origin. Oh, good. I'll see when you can invite me. Now, yeah.
There we go. Let's see the chat of the stream. Now I can do that.
Oh, they're playing Enlu instead of Neptune.
It appears so. So the squad is 75% German. Probably it's because of the last final between those teams, in which 50% of the team was Polish and 50% was German, and the Polish players did quite disappoint in that final, especially Mivo. However, this time Mivo is also in the squad, probably because there's some plan about strategical changes. As we can assume that Neptune probably isn't the secret of cargo gameplay for that team. However, in the World Cup he proved himself to be very efficient in cargo, so I'm rather surprised he's not there. There's also
I always thought Neptune was pretty strong in cargo, but maybe he doesn't. Maybe he thinks he's worse on this map, or I don't know. Maybe he's just.
Or probably his friends feel stronger there. Also, there is no Mr. Final in the lobby. For those
very disappointing.
For those who are not familiar with the with the name, it's been developed specifically for Crane, very famous German player, hero of every final he plays in, especially those finals where his team wins. However, recently it hasn't been that common for him, which is probably why he's not here today. So, something about the squads. Would you like to expose the Power Rangers squad, Brogdy?
Yeah, for sure. So, on the Power Rangers squad, Of course, we have Brown Power Ranger, the brownest of them all, Braminator. Aqua Power Ranger is, of course, Mr. Trout. Then the big guns, Rowdy, Silver Power Ranger. He's reclaimed the name. And, of course, the god of Battlefront himself, the king of Norway, Howdy, is the Yellow Power Ranger.
The king of Norway. This is very, very famous role in his country. The most famous Norway player in history. Probably also the most famous player of Battlefront. Which is a deserved reputation. Let's be honest. He's been working for it for 4 years, basically. Since the first day we saw him in Battlefront, and now he has a chance to beat the team consisting of RanGers, which is of course Mivovis, player who's been in the game since one of the very first tournaments. Mivovis, a Polish player, his career began in TTG. He has also been to some other teams like NL, like NL or like... Actually, Ventum, probably nothing between. I wonder what's the trouble with Howdy.
Yeah, I don't know. They said he couldn't get in, but he's quite clearly just...
Yeah, and he just got a kill. That's interesting.
Maybe he just took a while loading.
Yeah, probably. Returning to the Ven squad, we also have Jordan, 3 times World Cup winner, one of the most efficient World Cup players. He's never lost a World Cup final, like every German player. And apart from him, we have Nodi, 2 times World Cup winner, former NL player, currently probably the most regular German player in the community. And after him we have Illuminated, very controversial person, I'd say, which is mostly thanks to Crusher Sky, who has been quite interested in Illuminated's software.
Yeah, you can
also
say
provided
that.
us
And
some
hardware.
hardware, yeah. It also has provided us some very convincing proofs of Illuminated's sins. Now Hod is running away from Illuminated Cycler. Wonder if he's gonna stay alive. No, he's not. However, this was pretty good.
He did get. He got 3 there because he got Absi twice and another one as well.
Yeah, Absi is
like
gonna be mocked by him, but now Bram just fell down and probably died to fall damage. It was very unusual,
Looks like
I'd say.
Then I'm gonna grab a cargo here.
And at the same time we have ineffective push from Bram and Hody, which means that Ven has quite an advantage, but Jordan is gonna be surrounded soon. The question is, will Trout spawn? This is gonna be a nice 2v2 in Power Rangers base, unless someone comes back with support. Road in 1v2 situation. We have support from Power Rangers offensive players. Let's see how it goes. I don't think Ven is in good position. However, Nodi just killed 2 players. Jordan killed 3rd one. And this is looking good for Ven. Unless Bram comes back and does the job, but he doesn't. Oh!
He does that. But they should get us one here, so it probably won't take too much, and Power Rangers really need to rush the Ventum base now, which Howdy is doing. So they have cleared the base.
Rowdy beating 1, but there's gonna be partner spawn, so it doesn't improve Power Rangers situation at all. In fact, Bram takes the cargo.
Bram just grabbed the cargo and he's running now, so we'll see. Howdy's giving them some trouble from the side.
Howdy needs to spawn, however, and he doesn't. This is looking terrible for Power Rangers at the moment.
Yeah, I think this should be a lost cargo.
This will be a lost cargo. Unless Rowdy does something extraordinary, which he's capable of. But this is probably too late. This is too late for Power Rangers. This is 6-4 for Ven. Triple kill for their team. And 6-4. Now a chance for some camping. Let's take a quick look at the scoreboard. Power Rangers offense is really struggling against Illuminated.
Yeah, and the Ventum offense was pretty effective. They did manage to give partner spawns really quite well to each other. They never both went down at the same time. They traded out pretty effectively.
Yeah, the regular trades from Ven finally worked. Probably doing some unconventional methods of offensive game, but it didn't really work out. The lack of mid-fight is probably a disadvantage for Power Rangers, who currently might be considered as team with the better firepower. And we also have Mivovis sneaking into Power Rangers base, which is completely empty, unless Rowdy's there, and this is probably gonna finish him. Yeah, very good usage of the barrel.
So Bram gives a spawn to the Howdy up here, so we'll see if they can get something done. Although Howdy gonna lose the 1v1 to Nowdy, but they still don't know Bram's up there, so...
Oh, Bram
maybe
doesn't
now.
know what's happening. Bram is gonna get wrecked.
Yeah,
And he does.
he's had a rough start.
I think Jordan kinda wasted shield there because he's completely surrounded by opponents. Yet I cannot really understand the current Power Rangers positioning. It does not give any advantage of the side control. Rowdy in 1v2 situation. Ben knows that. And now we have double kill in offense for Power Rangers, which means that Bram is entering empty base unless the respawn is quick.
And again, Jordan and Nowdy have just cleared up Trout and Rowdy, so they've picked up the cargo, so...
Oh, Trout with very
Tricky.
inconvenient,
Double kill.
I'd say. It was inconvenient for the Ven players because he usually rushed them with Ionate. I've been doing this trick for a long time, and in fact my aim is much worse, but melee usually was on point in such situations. Oh, Howdy just tried a weird method of killing Jordan. Vent positioning is just way more effective than what Power Rangers is performing so far. Power Rangers is rather trying to play, I'd say, chess in the offense, while Ven is just effectively trading those kills. But look at Bram, empty base. He needs to go in. He needs to go in. There's no time to waste because Ven players are coming back. Illuminated is in a very weird position, but now he's just backing in, and Bram just wasted a lot of time. Yeah, he wasted a lot of time.
Again, Ven just have all the right people in all the right places. There's always reinforcements, and there's always partner spawns for them.
Precisely.
And I know that this isn't a particularly favoured map certainly from Bram and Trout. I don't know. It's probably better than Deeper.
I don't think a map...
I was slightly surprised they went for this. But perhaps they knew that Power Rangers aren't too well
Bram is
versed on it.
trapped again, wasting a shield. That's very unprofessional.
Oh, nice cycler from Rowdy.
Unfortunately, it wasn't caught on the camera. Now, Power Rangers probably increasing the offensive power because we have Trout with jetpack, jetpacking into the base, going for a flank on Mivo, probably.
Illuminate gets that spawn there. That's surprising.
Very
He
weird
was surrounded.
situation. I was absolutely sure that Power Rangers are just gonna finish all the Ven defenders, and in the meantime, we had seen exactly the opposite. For those who don't know the rules of the tournament, actually we also don't really know them because they're very, I'd say, unprofessional. If the map is tied, then the factor that does decide the winner of the map, no matter how ridiculous that sounds, is the objective score. I have no clue what that means.
I don't even know how you would go about counting that.
Yeah, I have no idea how you calculate a team objective score and what that even is, and why would that even determine a map winner. However, this is how it is written in the rules, and the way you interpret it is just completely your choice.
Yeah, whether it's right or wrong, how you interpret it is.
Oof, another big cycler there.
Yeah.
Rowdy has been doing that for a while. He has only 4 deaths, and yet it was enough to lose 1 cargo. Trout is being way too passive there, way too passive. Should have been in the offense all the time already. Rowdy is really handling the defense effectively, and Ven is no longer aggressive.
Yeah, and they can afford to sort of sit back now. They do have that lead. I think, yeah, they're just... Howdy is initiating, he's getting a kill, but then once he dies, Ven are doing a really good job of like getting the part spawner and pushing
And now
around
Ven
and
is doing
denying
some
that
kind of a
partner spawn.
counter-attack. I have no clue what Trout is doing again. Why is he there? Oh, Trout with double ion.
Nice.
Very nice, yeah.
And they do clear the base out.
Trout is pretty much king of ion nade in this game. However, this is still quite not enough to beat Ven. Howdy is just hitting the wall all the time. Jetpacking, hitting the wall called German defense, and dying. Nobody even found time to say nice shot in the chat. And yet it didn't really affect the defensive performance for that few seconds. Hold in 1v2 situation again. Why is Trout not supporting Power Rangers defense? Why is he there? I cannot understand. This is a waste of player. Why is he
Yeah, they really
staying
need
there?
more offense, especially now that Ventum are playing so defensively. Because of course the score doesn't really matter. They can win 10-0 or they can win 6-4. A win's a win.
Exactly.
So it's quite right that Ven don't have to force any errors, and they can just sit back and.
But look what is
play
Brown
passively.
doing. If he is quick,
He almost
he's gonna
gets
die.
absolutely. He's gonna die.
he's gonna die. And what is Trout doing? Why is he still not in Ven base? There's no point in defending at the moment. What is struggling me is the fact that in football the coach has the right of communication with his team the whole time, and in Battlefront it's quite the opposite. Why is Cody standing still? Something has happened. Cody disconnected.
Okay.
I assume we're gonna remake.
Although technically, it's I believe it's the rules. I think Ven can technically claim the win, can't they? With this rule that we used against
Is
Spice
something
Gang.
like that in the rules, really? I know they
I
are
think that's
absurdly
still in the
ridiculous, but I mean, I would be very much surprised if one of the teams decided to take a win after objective score of the team. And I assume that none of the teams understands this rule. Actually, nobody understands this rule. I'm pretty sure Igor does not understand it as well.
Seems like Ven are happy to remake, though, not claim that 6-4 win.
I mean, that would kill the show. That's
It would, rather.
And I think that the situation of remake with 3 minutes left gives us another additional attraction for the show, because now the gameplay might get a bit more aggressive.
Yeah, there's nothing to hold back. They just gotta go all in, I suppose. Ventum have to go all in on the defense. A bit of a mental reset if they're for both teams. They can compose themselves and work out what they want to do.
If the time left was 3 minutes and 15 seconds, it means that the lobby is gonna close at 11:45 approximately. So this is a lot of time and a very small amount of time at the same time, because Van can basically try to survive those 3 minutes in the base, which would be an effective strategy if they coordinated the partner spawns well enough. Also, it's not very risky to die with all players, because even if they do, the respawns on this map are really in favor of team that is chasing the carrier, and they might use it for their advantage. Basically, Van is in wonderful situation, and I think the remake goes even in their favor. So hold this connection, which is not on point today, I believe, most likely gives them the advantage I mentioned. And do you believe that Power Rangers realize there's only 3 minutes left, and will they finally decide to push with more than just 2 players?
Oh, they should do. I hope they do, because it's do or die. Because I don't even one cargo might not be enough, because absolutely no one knows how the coin flip goes if it's 5-5.
I mean, I believe none of the teams will go for the solution of team objective score, because we're civilized people. We're not going for solutions suggested by the organizers, especially if it's that ridiculous. So, Shroud and Rowdy are pushing. This is first time we see that.
And Bram gets the kill as well.
Aggressive there.
I think that might be one-shot iron from Jordan actually, because he killed Howdy through the...
No, I think Howdy was already damaged.
He was half, but he was shielded, and it did the half damage.
Again, only 2 Power Rangers players offending. And both dying. There was a lack of coordination there, because they completely didn't wait for Rowdy and Shroud to join the push. Oof. Now, Bram needs to give a spawn. And now they need to pick up the cargo
is pushed up now with Rowdy.
Why is this push so slow? Why are they so slow? Don't be so slow. Jesus.
Okay, Bram has picked up. He's already used the shield though.
Which means that...
And that's fully on the corridor.
It's gonna be easy, they're running mid. Not very good, not very good.
Rowdy goes down.
Bram, no shield.
Heavy returned.
Yeah. This was not looking good from the very beginning, because the push was far too slow. Not enough aggression for Power Rangers. And now Rowdy is being slow with the push again. Same with Shroud. I mean, Shroud is actually coming, so... In the meantime, Hold is dead, which means that another Power Ranger is not in the offense. They're waiting, they're trying to be coordinated now. This is gonna work though. Where is Rowdy?
Rowdy went down, so he should try and get a spawn on. Trout. Bram loses the 1v1 to Avsi, but Howdy does manage to clear one.
It's necessary to give a spawn, and he does. Mivov is shielding. Destroying the proxy mine there. Cody needs to turn around! Turn around! Jesus. Listen.
That's to be it. They have 1 minute to get this cargo. And then ideally they need another, otherwise who knows who wins that map. Especially with the scoreboards,
but Rowdy is there for another... Why is Rowdy jetpacking towards him? So stupid! So stupid. Go for the cargo! Think objectively, not killably.
I think he was trying to kill Elu before Elu returned the cargo.
Yeah, but this was bad decision. The timer still allowed them to do one more push like that. This is the last chance, but if Bram doesn't pick up immediately, then this is a lost cause. This is a lost cause.
Yeah, Trout calls GG,
the
I think.
first game, mostly because of Mostly because of no coordination from Power Rangers, no too slow push. I mean, when you push, when you have 3 minutes left, and a score in which you need to be desperated to do anything in the offense, then this is not how you play cargo, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Power Rangers looked much better in the game after remake. However, this does make no difference at all. No difference at all if there was no cargo delivery. If they tried for like 2 minutes longer, like if they pushed with 4 players when there was 5 or 6 minutes left, I'm pretty sure they would even win the game after some fortunate counter-attacks, because the 2v2 duels started to look very, very well in the end. And yet, in the end, we have 6-4 for Ven.
So I believe next is what are they playing next? Drop Zone.
Yeah,
Which
Drop Zone
map?
on Dunes is gonna be the second game.
Okay.
We are deeply hoping that Power Rangers is gonna win this one, and I think people watching the stream wish the same, because then we'll watch tiebreaker.
So I believe so if it does go to a third map, it'll be between base
There is gonna be another
base
round
hangar
of banning. Yeah, there's gonna be another round of
and
banning then,
depot.
but this
Okay.
is just an assumption for now, a speculation, because for now we need to see a positive Power Rangers score in the drop zone.
yes.
Correct me if I am wrong, but I believe that Power Rangers currently is the only undefeated drop zone team in 2021. Is that correct? I mean, unless we count the friendly matches in BWS, which was one of the worst tournaments in
the
game
ones that we
history.
played.
Yeah, the ones that
I
we
think-
played. But yeah, I strongly believe that friendly matches in tournaments are not...
Yeah, I think if you count the Drop Zone Masters and the other match against Ven, which that semi-final, I think Power Rangers haven't lost at Drop Zone.
Yeah, this is how it... No, this is wrong, because there was a game against SG. Do you remember that? It was actually by SG.
Oh yes, I do.
It was
yes.
also the worst tournament, but this particular game was not
That
really...
was a counting match. So,
yeah, you cannot really blame the organizers for the fact that we lost the drop zone game. You can blame the organizer for the fact that the tournament was terrible. We have full right to do that, and I think nobody who really played in BWS4 said, "Wow, guys, what a tourney! I love it." Did you ever hear such an unpopular opinion? It looks like the squads didn't change.
We can't let those pods fall into the
No,
enemy's
they've
hands.
seem happy with
Capture them.
their lineup Ventum, so Neptune stays in spec.
Let's take a look at the loadouts. Mabov is with the Ion that might potentially one-shot later,
Our
same as
tracking beacon on the
Jordan.
first pod has revealed
Nowdy
its
with one
location.
cycler, and the second cycler
capturing
goes
the
for
escape pod.
eliminated. Good start from Ben. They just finished off almost... No, almost. They finished off every
They've got all of them.
player. Their defense is looking very strong right there. Power Rangers cannot get the entry kill. They're still at 0 kills. Now Bram taking some higher ground. Illuminated flanking someone. Power Rangers are running out of time. Ven is trying to stay closer now.
Bram.
Oh, Bram!
kills
What?
himself. Oh,
What a fail! Disgusting. Disgusting fail.
two go
from
down. So there's two on pod, but they're both low, and someone needs to go for the cap. They are gonna get it.
Oh!
Just very close.
What a recap though! Well,
Yeah.
I actually lost hope when Bram jumped from the ship and died.
Yeah, no, I thought that was it.
That was completely embarrassing, by the way. I think the match on this level should not really give us such situations to watch.
Obviously, he gets a bit of a free cap there. He didn't get
Yeah,
properly
because Power
contested by
Rangers'
Bram.
positioning is absolutely awful at the moment. However, they're taking the higher ground, and now I think it's a good chance
Just
to
need to,
take some control.
Do something quickly.
Clear the catwalk.
Very
and,
good flank from Rody,
they got
very
a-
good.
The Rebel Alliance.
They got a bit of control back.
He really used the miscalculation from Ven players in terms of their positioning. And now Holdy is going for the ship, pretty much destroying the regular spawn. But now Ven has very lucky spawn. They're very close to the pod. And
Now
there
he's
is a
going in.
camper.
Miss Cycler.
Oh, terrible defense, terrible defense from Power Rangers.
Yeah, they needed someone in melee range there, really. The Cycler miss you can forgive once in a while, but they are going to get a reset there, so just buy them a little bit more time.
Not the best push from Trout. Holdy just got pushed by 2 Iron Nades. And this was the sign of Power Rangers' death, because this was the last one standing. If they don't manage to take the advantage of positions, this is a lost pod, because it looks terrible. It looks terrible, however, there's only one alive.
We need to stop
Nice
the
cycler
rebels
from
stealing that escape
Van player,
pod.
however, it didn't really give them any advantage, they all died anyways. And this time spawn is not lucky for them. This time it's just the regular spawn as it should be.
Yeah.
By the
3
game.
minutes, and still on the first pod, but I'd say Ven are looking a bit stronger at the moment, certainly on this pod. Their defenses looked
We have picked up another
stronger, and their pushes have been more clinical.
They've been more precise with their actions.
If we don't do something
Yeah,
quickly,
exactly.
that
Oh, nice spawn from Trout.
into the hands of
no.
the Rebel Alliance.
He's going to get the cap. Might get the kill on Naudi here. Naudi's only 1 HP. I think he's trying to give a...
He's trying to trade the melee. Didn't work. Oh, Holdy just gets killed by an emulated cycler, and it was not like the first time. Eliminated is very good counter for Hold, because Holdy isn't really used to players who just pick out and one-shot you. You cannot one-shot Holdy, this is not like a gentleman
We
would
need
do.
to stop the rebels from stealing that escape pod.
Some melee fights on the pot. And now it's hard to say who's in the advantage, because every team has something to offer. Now Power Rangers finally having a better position, however they're wasting it. They're wasting it completely.
Yeah, it's going to be hard for... Well, it's looking
Unless
like
Holdy
they could
does
trade
some
pods here.
ridiculous push there. And so he does. He does!
Rebel scum are about to claim
Oh.
that escape pod. They must be stopped.
So they trade out the pods, put the other way.
Yeah, this is what they do.
They both reset.
Is there gonna be a 30 bot coming? Is this possible?
It is not, as far as I'm aware.
Van probably decided to focus on one, but this is not looking good for them. This was terrible decision. And now Power Rangers needs to focus
That
on the red
escape
one.
pod is about
They need to
fall
focus
into
on
rebel
it.
hands.
There's 2
Yeah,
coming from
Howdy's-
the ship.
2 from top.
Can you
from
defend the
bottom.
pod, idiots? Nice. One more! Very well done.
Okay, Power Rangers go 1-0 up, but
Oh,
it's
nice cycler from Rody.
it's not been clean, and it's not been... this is far from over, this map.
I'd say it's still not looking good for Power Rangers, but certainly much better than the very beginning of the game. They have...
I'm looking at scoreboard. Illuminate's got 19 kills at the moment. He's top fragging this lobby. He's
We're going to let that escape
really
pod
putting in a lot of
fall
work.
into enemy hands. We have to
Yeah,
drive
yeah, I
them
think
back
the
And
immediately.
absolutely playing well as well.
cycler gift for him is
It's on point today.
Yeah, on point. Very good positioning from Power Rangers. Ven is getting
Yeah, getting a pincer.
absolutely destroyed. Yeah, they all died. This is an easy recap. However, high ground is totally under Ven control. Illuminated, doing some weird moves. He's probably gonna get killed by Trout, I believe.
He
This is
does.
what happens.
So they're gonna get the Imperial spawn since that's where
Oh, this is looking
That
terrible for
control is-
Ven. However, there's one guy on the ship who might be dangerous later.
good opportunity. Now he trades
Oh,
out. and I
orbital
think
going in. Orbital. Good
This is a
orbital.
Power Rangers orbital. There might be time.
No!
There's not
No.
time.
This was
2-0.
the first pod of the game, and it was capped after 7 minutes. I mean, the first pod that dropped.
Yeah,
And
6.5.
This is 2-0 for Power Rangers. We have Trout 19-15, Holdy 19-13, Rhodey 15-17, and Bram 11-16. And in the opponent team we have Jordan quite throwing at the moment, 7-17.
We are
But
taking
then we have
possession of the
eliminated
escape pod.
26-17, absolutely having match of his life. Nodi with 13-17 and Mivovis also with slightly positive KD.
This is a very close match, and either team could win this. This is not.
Not
Ventum
as
is in very
one-sided
well.
as the score looks like.
No, exactly.
Now, this is the hardest spot to defend, and it allows you to fight on open space. I'm not sure if this is not gonna work for Power Rangers' advantage, because of the rather long-range players. However, it's rather hard to say if any of those teams doesn't have long-range players. Oh, Rhodey just kinda messed this up, didn't notice the opponent, but still the teamwork was on point. Power Rangers under control of the pod. One very low player on the ship, and they're not touching him. He could be very annoying for the opponent, and the opponent didn't even consider killing him when he was 1 HP. Now Power Rangers doing very interesting strategy of push from multiple directions. Oh,
Try
unlucky.
almost to that recap.
Very unlucky, very unlucky.
Looking
for
like,
Rangers.
again, this pod's not even done, but 3 very close. Someone's gonna have to go in and suicide cap. And
Didn't work. Everyone is dead. 2-1.
yeah,
Well, I thought this
that's the
spot
thing
is-
with
I thought this spot was gonna be in Power Rangers' favor. It looks like the opposite. And this spot drops in favor of Ven. Let's take a look at the shields. Illuminated still with 3. It's quite a lot. Mivovis with 2. Jordan with no shields. Same about Noldy. Bram, 1 shield left. Rhodey, no shields left. Cody doesn't even need shields for final.
boss.
And the player we didn't manage to check is Trout, who has 3 shields left. So he
yes,
can
3.
pick up quite a lot now.
He had 1 when I checked 30 seconds ago, so he's done well.
But the pod is gonna be lost.
The pod,
most likely.
the pod needs capping.
Yeah, the pod
they've
requires
got 1
capping,
kill.
and nobody's interested in doing that.
Trout's going in. He's shielded already, so we'll see. They break the shield. Oh, he doesn't get the cap.
Nobody does.
Secured the escape.
Power
it's-
Rangers lost the groove, and now it's looking
They just
awful.
needed. They needed Rowdy or someone to be just a little bit closer behind Trout's move, because he baited out the cyclone. He baited out the ion nades, so there was opportunity after he died to get that. Jordan seems to have woken up. He's got 17 kills now. Perhaps that's the difference maker for Ven.
Most likely.
Rebels
And also the
securing
positioning too.
area
They have
around
the
that
ship,
escape
and
pod. We need to
Power
stop
Rangers
them.
3 cannot do anything about that. Looking
Yeah,
terrible.
Bram gets 1 of them, but I think Jordan's just going to give a spawn to Nowdy up there.
Yeah, and this is
Yeah,
huge
exactly.
advantage for Ven on their positions. 3 on the ship now, so
Now Rowdy's on SE14C now.
yeah,
Gets
he's
the cap
in for a
as
while.
he goes down.
The cover is 1 HP, and there's nobody to finish him. This is very weird. Kinda surprising that such situations happens in the final. But now every Ven player is dead, and now Holdy has opportunity to push up. He's gonna go for the ship. and
He
make...
takes down one, and it's Trout gets the other. So Power Rangers have good position now.
And
Pod
they're
is
probably
halfway
catching
done.
the groove again. But there's nobody close to the pod. No cycler close to the pod again.
Howdy is now.
This
He
is
goes down
terrible.
low.
This is terrible defense. Absolutely unprofessional.
The escape pod will soon be in Imperial hands.
Where has been Holdy and Bram? Now this is good again. Why is he not pushing? Push! Jesus! Don't stay there. Ah! Bram just messed
Bram
up spawn for
He
Holdy.
really needs to,
Didn't provide
he
it.
needs to give this spawn. Trout wins a 1v1 on the ship. That could be big. Jordan in shield but low. Should get meleeed.
And now the question is, who's gonna defend the pod if nobody's gonna defend the pod? Why is nobody
Nah.
defending the pod? There's 3 people jetpacking in. If you have position advantage, it's
I
not
think-
that difficult to kill them.
The Ion 8 went out a bit early. I think
There was too much focus at the copper and not on the surroundings. I'm kinda confused about how Van wants to defend this pod. Nodi going for that one big cycler but didn't really work out.
You are going to let
Power
that
Rangers
escape
going
pod
for the ship
fall into
immediately.
enemy hands. We have to drive them back immediately.
The copper's dead. But there's Nodi pushing again and they don't even know he's coming. They're completely not paying attention. There's gonna be partner spawn. And nobody knows
he
that.
is the spawn. They down.
But the huge positioning
And
from Rody
Elo is low, and Bram should trade this melee out. Now this is
Now
going to be
stay
tough.
close to
Absolutely
the
jumping
pod.
in.
One more coming.
It's another Elu.
Get him! Nice.
Around the escape pod.
Trying to be an impartial
Yeah,
commentator.
absolutely neutral in the final.
Be all professional.
Yeah, I'm not even planning to be professional tonight. The players are supposed to be professional, not the commentators.
Unlucky from Absi to die to full damage, but we saw Bram do it earlier, so you know,
Yeah,
both
and
sides.
the way Bram did it was way more embarrassing than this. Good orbital strike coming. Very good.
Yeah.
Good offensive orbital strike, because this is actually rare to see good offensive orbital. Usually we see
Yeah.
that when the pod is close to the end, and here we had something like...
It was probably 2/3 done. It could have
Yeah,
got
I
a bit
mean, but it
sticky
was
if one
offensive
more had
orbital,
died.
because the pod was under control then.
Yeah.
Oh, Cody is confused, doesn't know the opponent is so close, and this is gonna be easy cap.
Yeah.
Awful position.
That's okay. This is this pod's a strange one. It's jump packable distance from rebel spawn. So if you can deny rebel spawn from your opponents, it's actually something that we
Eliminated
don't
shouldn't be
see that
alive
many
there, he
people.
should be dead!
Rebels
He's 1
are about to
HP.
claim that escape pod.
Like Trout gets a cap that he probably shouldn't have got as well. So
Yeah, should have killed Eliminated too. Oh, Trout is kinda surrounded there.
yeah, they spawn rebel again though. So
Yeah,
all good for
this
Power
spot
Rangers.
is very lucky for Power Rangers in terms of spawns, at least so far, because, you know, spawns on Duncy like to change. Holdy winning all fights on the ship, they're just coming and dying, look at this.
It's actually down to half.
Mivo basically
Eliminated.
he resigned and left the ship because he knew what's gonna happen anyways. And now,
And Howdy gets rebel spawn once again, so it doesn't even really matter that he
but
lost.
nobody stays close the pod, and this is
eliminated.
awful!
Oh, there we go. Clutch cycler from Howdy.
Yeah, but still not looking good. However, oh, Ven completely messed this up. This is
There
a
we go.
victory for Power Rangers. This is 100% victory. The pod will not be capped before the end. Unless Power Rangers do that, but I don't know why.
And even if it is,
They're smart,
it
they're
can't
smart,
win.
they're not capping. They're very smart.
I mean, even if Ven had got that pod, then they could have just let Ven get it and
Look
let
at
it fall
the
through.
kill difference, because we have Mivo and Eliminated with over 40 and 2 other players with less than 30 and almost the same in Power Rangers squad, but
Yeah,
this is
sort of.
understandable because of Holdy's presence in the lobby. And now,
So I guess more map banning.
yeah, there's gonna be more map banning, so to all people watching the stream, I'd like to take a short break from talking, because currently I will be responsible for the further maps, so please give me a second. A moment of silence. 36 people watching. Thank you for your support. I hope everyone is rooting for Power Rangers.
What do you think Ventum will ban?
I have my suspicion, but if it's confirmed, then I'll say that I was right. But Purpose currently doesn't
Is yours
use
the
phones.
same as mine? It's my suspicion. I think I am.
The worst moment of the match is when you know they should defend the pot and they're not doing that, you know? You're watching your team and they're nowhere close to the pot. They're banning Depot for drop zone, which was my suspicion.
Ah, mine too.
Okay, the maps has been decided. And we have the luxurious possibility of picking up the faction actually, because the map pick belongs to Van currently. At least that's how it is, logically. This is actually another reason why map pool is not really the best solution. However, I've been saying those things for a while and nobody really wanted to listen. Renamed says greetings to Brogley, so
Ah, greetings, guten Tag. Oder guten Abend.
no, it seems that they pick the faction. Okay,
It says they pick the host or faction.
they pick
So
the faction.
picking host is completely irrelevant. So they're gonna pick the faction, surely.
Okay. It doesn't really make me less optimistic than I was before I received this information. Ventum was obviously scared of playing drop zone on Rebel Depot because that would mean a significant player switch in Power Rangers roster, which they obviously do not want to see. But I will not reveal further details because, you know, this is strategy. I need to remain professional and not reveal everything we have on our chat, in our minds, and in our blood. "37 people watching. This is probably the most watched stream since the World Cup final, which reached over 75 people. Which is also the Battlefront record, I believe. Not I believe, I'm pretty sure of that. Ventum is probably consulting potential squad changes because there's still purpose on the bench. Maybe they are planning to do a switch that should potentially increase the communication, because when you have leader on the board, it's much better to play cargo, much easier, and finally there's someone clearly responsible for the team coordination. The Van squad is complete in the lobby. It seems there will be no squad changes at all. Any opinions about that, Brogley?
I don't think so. This lineup worked on it's Hangar, isn't it? So I mean, this worked on Endor, so I think they seem pretty confident they can probably do it again.
So, the pre-match chat with the team has been done. Everybody knows his role, his responsibility, and most importantly his goal.
I've seen one death on the board already.
Yeah, Van has the privilege of picking up,
We need to secure the cargo boxes
The
inside
faction.
the Imperial base and fight our way back to
which
home
is
base.
probably a big gift on this map, and I assume that it was planned, because probably deep in mind they knew that this map might happen. And it's hard to say whose favor the map is, because both teams are good on it. And now we have Nodi doing very aggressive maneuver, but Trout already knows he's there and gets him easily. Very well
Yeah, that's
done by
pretty
Trout.
standard Rebel rollout. People know that someone from Imperial side has to go straight to base.
Do you know how
otherwise,
this maneuver is called?
what do you mean?
The
Yeah,
maneuver
just-
of the basic spawn player pushing straight to the opponent base.
I suppose it's just a rush, isn't it?
No, it has a special name. It is called Scandinavian maneuver, because
Oh, is it?
back in the 2019, when there was World Cup match between Poland and Scandinavia, which we won 10-0, French did that maneuver and delivered first cargo in like 15 seconds, which was the fastest cargo delivery in World Cup history, if not Battlefront history, and this is why we call that
Possibly.
Scandinavian maneuver.
So
Anyways,
it wasn't performed by the
Anyways,
Scandinavians.
look at the van base, it's completely empty, everyone is dead, and Power Rangers have a chance,
Yep.
but there is Droid, very annoying Droid, probably picking up the cargo. I'm not sure if
And,
this is a good
Trout-
switch.
Trout wins the 1v1 in the Power Rangers base with Naudi.
Now, mid is not in favor of Power Rangers, I'm not
No.
sure why
Cargo back.
there was no support. Now Roddy goes to the balcony, and this is bad idea. It's a bad idea, because Nodi is running now. There needs to be partner spawn. And there needs to
They
be
got the
Psyker,
angles,
he's
but-
gonna be shielding. Why is he running this way? I don't know. I don't think I understand, because
Not
Power
sure.
Rangers have a lot of time. Roddy gonna respawn on Trout. Hopefully.
And Howdy in the base.
The question is, do they decide to pick up the cargo and run, or do they decide to stay there and
I think-
wait?
I think one should. Bram, I don't know why he used his shield there.
I think that was a stressful moment for him.
Yeah. He goes down already.
We got the
But
cargo
Roddy
back.
has the
Nice.
cargo back. Nice shot. Very
Now
important.
Power Rangers can run again.
Imperials have picked
And
up
now
the
they
cargo.
have no mid again. Of course, no mid. because they're losing the mid fight all the time. Node is doing some 300 IQ maneuvers there with the no cargo return.
Stormtroopers are in possession.
Power
of
Rangers
the
finally controlling mid and having the cargo, but there's gonna be one player to stop Bram. Two players.
Maybe two. This is Jordan's coming back.
Now,
and now
actually 3.
Our cargo
The numbers have changed significantly.
and everyone's on
And
the
nobody's
opposite
picking up
side.
the cargo. Power Rangers are disorganized. Pick up
Yeah, someone needs
the
to go.
cargo.
They're
Oh my
very
God,
worried
Trout.
about Jordan in their own base. Does Trout know that he's on their side of the
Shout!
map?
Go for the cargo!
I think he's realized.
Jesus, he finally listened to me. I'm gonna be suspected of spectator ghosting. He's still not picking it up. No, idiot! No! Did you see what he just did? Oh my god.
I could see through the wall.
This was the most embarrassing smart racket since Howdy killed himself back in 2018.
Oh, I need that clip of Howdy.
Terrible situation for Power Rangers, but Ven is doing the Trout maneuver and doesn't decide to pick up the cargo. You know, this map is gonna be famous for some maneuvers. The Trout maneuver, the Wrench maneuver. Not every maneuver has own name because of
cargo is in
reasons
our
though.
possession. Defended at all costs.
I think in the last World Cup, I mean, you can do the combat roll off the blocks into your own balcony.
Yeah, someone did that. Oh,
think-
missed melee!
Oh, missed cycler.
Missed melee!
as well.
Terrible, awful. Nice! Get it!
Oh!
Yes!
clutch
Howdy!
return.
What a play with Bram and Rhodey there. Oh my god, insane! And this is
It's a huge opportunity.
counter-attack. Look at this. They only need to
Eliminate
block this
has
one.
wasted his cycler as well. Now he's used shield. He's rushing in, as is Jordan.
Good
Jordan goes
cycler,
down. He-
Just one left.
They need to push him quick.
And
He's
so they
half.
will. Nice push!
They get it.
Excellent play!
6 of 4.
Excellent play from Power Rangers. I think this was one of the most epic counter-attacks we've seen on this map for a while. Huge counter-attack, absolutely huge.
That was a
man.
huge clutch
Yeah.
by Howdy, and you could tell that Jordan thought it was already delivered because he just was not prepared for the death and return like that fast. He wasn't even looking. He was
Now
he was
Power
just going
Rangers
to
are
balcony.
all spawning outside, and this is looking awful for them. However, last time it looked like that. There was a huge counter-attack made.
Imperial forces
Executed.
return their cargo.
Bram going for some desperate melees. Not effective at all. There was no time to check the scoreboard, but it's very equal. Illuminated still
Yeah, it's
popping
very-
off. It's looking tough for Nodip because he didn't even reach 1000 point yet because of the Power Rangers defense basically, which is consisting of Rhodey, who is probably still the best German player, at least in my not neutral opinion. I'm not gonna pretend I'm neutral in this match because that would be embarrassing. Power Rangers do not know that Node is coming, but Node messes up this flank. He's probably gonna go for some desperate maneuvers there, but he's running away. And
This
still
one with the
gets
cycler.
Goldie.
And Jordan with the crossfire, 1v1 now,
Oh, missed cycler
and he
from
gets
Rhodey.
Rowdy.
We have
That's
the
really well
cargo.
played by Nowdy.
Get it back.
Yeah,
Two
actually.
kills for him and 2 from Jordan on the
I
side.
mean, Oof!
Oh,
Big melee.
play.
Big melee outplay.
No.
Huge melee outplay. Brown
Those are
melee.
not
Nice
easy
exchange.
melee.
Yeah, this was not easy melee. I wouldn't go for that. I really wouldn't, because I would be so sure I'd fuck it up. Now, Trout doesn't really seem interested in picking up the cargo again, but Bram is
Bram
interested in
to be
doing that.
for it.
Oof, rocket from Illuminated. Bram gets important kill before picking up the cargo. This was smart, actually. I must
No,
appreciate.
he's going around.
Yeah, because he's buying time for his teammates on mid, though, because he's taking
Yes,
attention of
he's-
Miro and Node.
And Ellie went back as well. And
Everyone is in base now. And Mivo still knows Bram is here. He bought like 30 seconds for Power Rangers to control mid. This was nice maneuver from Bram. Maybe picking up the cargo would cause more chaos, but I think what he did was quite alright.
teams on Hanger can often swing quickly one way than the other. if in a moment of chaos. So sometimes, I mean, sometimes even creating the chaos is not worth it for you. So 'cause as you
Yeah,
saw
but
when
look, Ven is trapped in own base. Power Rangers have
Ventum
full
creates
mid
chaos.
control.
yeah, Jordan goes
Ven
down
will
there as
soon
well.
go for the flanks of outside because mid is not in their favor at all.
Did you get Bram and Howdy though? So
Now Power Rangers went too aggressive, and they lost players. Van
The
has
whole four
better
mid.
spawn. Well, Van plays as Rebellion, so it's the map nature that they have the better spawn.
that's like
Now Power Rangers are playing way calmer than before.
Howdy looks like he wants to push the base after he kills Nowdy.
And this is smart, because he's gonna give partner spawn to Bram. Illuminated is gonna be surprised by 2 players there. And misses Cycler.
Yep,
He's gonna
and
die.
goes down. Howdy's only 1 HP, but
And
he's
this
gonna
is
run
cargo
anyway.
for Power Rangers. I'm pretty... No, there's still Nody.
Nowdy's still here, and he gives spawn to Jordan. So they need to win this.
2v2.
This is
Oh,
very
this
important.
is 2v2
Nowdy
for
goes
Power
down.
Rangers. This is 2v2 for Power Rangers, and this is...
Oh, Cycler.
Clutch? No, not
Not
clutch.
quite.
Not yet.
Almost.
Materials have the cargo.
Nice delivery.
Close.
Huge delivery, but that was very, very close.
That 1v1 between Trout and Absy just took way too long. They were both too.
Yeah, I
HP
was
for
too
such-
stressed to watch that. Took
They
by
both
far too long.
whiffed. They both whiffed.
Rody needs to buy some time here, because Van completely took over the Power Ranger space. But this is
Still
looking
has a
great
shield.
for Power Rangers, totally great. They're gonna get spawns. And this looks calm, this looks calm. Trout really likes this balcony today. And it's very useful there actually.
Yeah,
Rody
a
did
lot
some
of attention.
flank in the meantime, which was insane. He's gonna die anyways, Nody knows where he is, Nody's not gonna waste such situation. And Van is a bit trapped in base again, even though they have the cargo.
Yeah, and they're pushing Nowdy before Jordan can get the spawn. Unfortunately, he goes down. Rowdy goes down, but Trout's
There
here.
is Trout.
Decisive.
Bram
quick
is in the
push.
Van base and is causing some chaos again, buying some time. There's 5 minutes left, it's not looking optimistic for Van at all. Five minutes is not a lot and they're struggling on mid. Now it's looking way better because 2 Power Rangers defenders are down.
Bram is
Bram
in the
is-
base though.
Stormtroopers have
Good
And
way,
grabs.
good way. Go above, go above.
He's going to spawn to Howdy, but he's going to be hard with
It's gonna be hard,
Absy
he's below
right.
him. Yes, good, go this way. Excellent.
He's running. He gets tagged by the Cycler,
He
and
has
he must be out
no
of shield.
shield. I believe.
But it's okay because he was taking a lot of attention, and
Yeah, and the cargo
in the
was
meantime,
returned.
he can turn their own. See if anyone can get anything done with this blaster cannon here. I doubt
Bram
it.
is
But,
really messing a lot of stuff for Van. And you can see it on the scoreboard because Van KD looks way worse than for Power Rangers, and even though Bram's statistics might not be impressive, he really did a lot of good stuff there. Now we have Jordan picking up the cargo. However,
down.
it's Rody.
Illuminated getting aggressive as well.
Yeah, it
Pushed up
seems
there.
Power
I've seen-
Rangers now are deep in base. This is a bit of situation exchange, but they are still trying to control mid. This is very smart defensive gameplay because it's not like, oh, we're gonna sit in our base now because we're scared to pussies. No, they're going for mid.
Yeah.
No matter
Now
how
he
hard
tried
it
another,
is.
and Rowdy got the better of him that time. Seems like they have been getting the better of Nowdy on most of these flanks, but he's had his moments, and he's certainly been dangerous.
Now Van has huge opportunity, but 4 Power Rangers players in base. Every single one of them. Flash went in.
Really slowed the game down. Nowdy on another flank again. Gets one, but... And
Bram
Jordan
completely
try-
doesn't realize there are those flanks coming. Very good kills
Jordan's
from
going to be able
Jordan.
to spawn there.
But
Oh,
there's
no,
Rody.
Nowdy gets the...
Oh, misses!
Cargo in possession.
Misses!
Defend it.
And misses!
Oh,
Jordan's still alive, every Power Ranger dead. Does
bit of
he
a
know
whiff there,
that?
but...
He's low though. Bram will go straight for the
Yeah.
base, I believe. That's what he should do at least. Cargo carrier is low, but he's not gonna get stopped. No clutch this
It's
time.
gonna be a cargo.
2 minutes left. Power Rangers might lose their groove here. Hopefully not though.
They're clearing up mid, so I don't think it's nothing to worry about. They're still winning 6-4. Only 2.5 minutes left, so
It's still
Ventum are
quite
gonna
an
have to be
advantage.
quick.
It's Van who needs to worry. I think Bram is terribly stressed about the match because he misses so many shots in those 1v1s. But that's not really the point of this game. 2 minutes left. Van respawning outside. Rody doing huge spawn block here. Not dying to smart
Imperial
rocket.
forces
Low.
have
Shielding.
their cargo.
Still
Shields.
alive.
Seize it.
And jumps away. Power Rangers going a bit of aggressive now.
Which I don't think is good.
It could be great or it could be awful.
Depends if Bram wins this 1v1 against Illuminated. Wins! He
does.
wins it! He wins it, and this is easy cargo pickup. He's gonna go above now.
The Imperials
I hope.
have the cargo.
Oh, he didn't.
I disconnected. Oh no, I
Nice
didn't.
work. Cargo returned.
I got worried. I thought Bram was disconnecting, but it was just me. But I'm alright.
And this is cargo pickup for Van. What is Power Ranger team doing? Well, luckily Trout focused fully on the carrier. There's 1 minute left. They just need to bring this home. Just need to bring this home. Bram messing here some stuff with Nody, but missing goal shots again. Awful aim. Almost as bad as mine. .50 seconds left.
Now
Nody
he going
into
up top.
base.
He's low. Bram pulling back with Rowdy. Gets one. Nowdy half.
Is Rowdy
Misses
gonna
his smart
trade?
rocket.
Not even trade.
Imperials
Oh,
have
there's cargo
cargo.
pickup. Trout!
Trout.
Unbelievable. Trout pick up the cargo.
Causing some havoc.
Box is safe.
30 seconds left. Van is not gonna make it. Everyone pushing now. 1 dead.
Desperate
2 dead.
attempts.
3 dead. This is over. This is tournament victory for Power Rangers. I'm calling it now because it's mathematically impossible now.
It's what, 15 seconds for a delivery? I think
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
Rowdy
in
takes
order
out
to
Jordan.
make a cargo delivery, you need to pick up the cargo, and this is not something Van is gonna do now.
no.
This is over. Very good match. Very close.
Oh, what a series.
But one of the best New Order tournaments this year, especially compared to what we saw in BWS, or actually Drops on Masters 2. Wasn't the best one. But this was amazing match. Very huge performance from Holdy, from Rody. Shroud actually controlling mid whole time with that stinger
Trout summed it
pistol.
up in chat there. He said G to the fucking G, and that it was.
To the fucking G, yeah. Very deep words. Well, that was a nice experience to watch this match. Over 35 viewers. I'm impressed. Thank you guys for watching. We're glad that we could commentate this incredible show for you. We're glad to be Battlefront champions again, Brogley, because we are.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, there were some clutches, especially with that first cargo delivery, which was unexpected, because if in this particular moment it went a little bit different, then the score would be definitely different than it is now. Thank you for watching, guys, once again. Cianek, Brogley, the best commentating duo. Well, you can say something for the end, Brogley, if you wish.
I don't know what to say. Well played to Ventum. They had their moments. Power Rangers also had some great moments. So yeah, pretty good series.
Yeah, see you at the World Cup 2022. In a suit.